Namaste everyone, welcome back. I'm Ishanya and today's video is going to be a really interesting DIY room decor slash home decor video. Now, while I understand that during this time of the lockdown, there are a lot of resources and a lot of reinforcements that might not be available to all of us, which is why I decided to do a DIY with things that will be very easily available at your home, like cardboard, white glue, paint, ice cream sticks, just really basic stuff. Now, there are people at their homes who are really bored with not much to do, which is why this might be one of the most perfect DIYs for you because A, you get to use your time constructively, B, you also end up making some really cool and beautiful stuff for your rooms as well. So before we dive into the video, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment down below about which kind of video you want me to do next. Also throughout the video you might notice that I have different nail paints on different hands, but it's honestly because I wanted to experiment with colors. Also, I am wearing a kalava, which you will also see featuring in a lot of parts in my video. But it's something that I have put on for a puja at my home and I didn't want to take it off just for a video, so I've like kind of pushed it back like this. But there are times when it shows up in the video, so please don't mind this. And without further delay, let's get started. We're gonna start off with a huge piece of cardboard approximately half a centimeter thick. For the hexagon template, draw a circle with radius equal to the length you desire to keep for the side of the hexagon. I want the side of my hexagon to be 12 centimeters, so I stretched my compass to 12 centimeters, which is equal to the radius of the circle I just drew. Now I'm going to place my compass tip on the circumference and draw an arc. Next, I'm going to place the tip on the same arc and draw another one on the circle. Repeat this process and you should have 6 arcs on the circumference. However, as you can see, I'm drawing a miniature hexagon on a plain sheet to demonstrate so you guys can understand better, but you should make this exactly in the size you want it to be. I'm going to zoom in once so you guys can see better. Next up, just take a ruler and join all of the adjacent arcs together to form a perfect symmetrical hexagon. Now I'm just going to draw the same on my cardboard and cut out 9 hexagons out of it. You can add or subtract the number of hexagons as per your own preference. So you guys can see what the actual hexagon size is. Like I said, in my case it's 12 centimeters. Make sure your cardboard is super firm and thick as mine. For covering up my hexagons, I chose this ultra glittery foam sheet. You can also use regular glitter if you want. For the rest, I chose 2 of these acrylic paints, one in the shade mauve and the other one in plain white. I'm just going to mix the white with the purple to get 2 more lighter shades of it, just for variety, and I'm just going to get on with painting my hexagons. So here's what the first 3 look like. The glitter, I feel, adds a really nice punch to it. These 2, like you can see, I have painted in different shades by adding white to the original purple paint. Next, I'm going to take this cellophane roll to wrap around these hexagons to keep them dust free because acrylic paints tend to attract a lot of dust, and doing this just increases their durability as well. So just cut the cellophane roughly 2 inches wider than the hexagon and tape the excess to the back. Now it's important that you use generous amounts of tape to keep the cellophane in place. Don't be confused with the tape, guys. It's going to keep the hexagons intact for a long time. Use as much tape as you can. Once you're done and you flip it over, it looks super neat and professional and hides any flaws that the cardboard might be showing without the cellophane sheet. Now let me walk you through the different types of hexagons I made. What I did in this one was just cut a small hexagon inside using paper cutter to form a sort of hexagonal frame and covered it up with the same glitter sheet followed by the cellophane. I think it looks super cute. What do you think? For this one, I just painted one of the hexagons in purple and stuck the golden sheet to the edges to give this one a slightly different style than the rest of them. So I've arranged all the 9 hexagons to show you what the final result looks like. I think they look gorgeous and it's something so easy to make but ends up in something so cool and amazing. Although you might notice some wrinkles on 2 of the purple hexagons because like an idiot I put heavy books on them and the cellophane stuck. Major facepalm. Now I'm just going to use some mounting tape or double-sided tape to stick the hexagons on my wall. So just get on the chair, choose your layout and get on mounting these wherever you want. The layout is a completely personal choice. You guys can go ahead and choose the one that you like the best. I had a rough layout ready in my mind, so I just followed that and arranged them on the wall using the double-sided tape. And this is what the final result looks like. I loved how it totally and instantly revamped this part of my room. But anyway, doesn't this look so cool and different? And it took me only 3 hours to complete this. It's unbelievable and I'm so happy with the results. The next DIY is my most favorite one ever. So for this, we need a lot of popsicle sticks or ice cream sticks as we call it, and some glue. I've used white glue, you can also use hot glue if you want. For one shelf, you will precisely need 90 sticks. So take 6 sticks and roughly arrange them in the shape of a hexagon. Take your time but make sure it's as symmetrical as possible. Once you've obtained the shape and are happy with it, take 3 alternate sticks, I repeat alternate sticks, and glue them on top first. Once the glue has dried, this is what the first layer will look like. You'll observe that 3 opposite sticks have been glued on top of the other 3. Now we are going to continue gluing more layers and stick the next 3 sticks on the alternate layer, which means we will be sticking the sticks on top of the ones which are at the bottom right now, and keep alternating between the sides. This will ensure we have a nice overlapping pattern forming around our basic hexagonal shape. So I'll explain it once more. If in the first layer you've glued sides A, C, E, in the next layer you'll glue sides B, D, F. Again in the next layer you glue A, C, E, and then you glue B, D, and F. So because this layer has sides A, C, E glued on top, we will glue B, D, F next, and this will continue. So this is the shelf with 10 sticks glued on each side, and this is the width as of now. You'll be able to see the overlapping of the sticks at the vertices and how they are now coming together. Now I'm going to continue the process and add 5 more layers to have a total of 15 sticks on each side, and this is what it looks like at the end. I feel the width is adequate, but you can go ahead and add more layers if you want to add more depth. Here's what the corner of the shelf will look like. As you can see, they have nicely overlapped to bring the whole hexagonal structure together. Because I was so damn happy with the results, I decided to make 3 more of these and formed a bigger version of the same. I think it looks so cool and it was super simple to make at the same time. All I did was use the same glue and stuck the 2 edges of the individual hexagons together, and it turned out to be super sturdy. So I decided to place these in my balcony for my tiny plant decorations, and I absolutely love the kind of aesthetic appeal it added to the space. It looks so beautiful, I swear the camera isn't doing justice to it. Also, you can go ahead and hang them on your walls in your living spaces, drawing rooms, bedrooms, anywhere, and I promise it would look just as beautiful and would completely transform the space. And that was it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you decide to make any of these things at your homes, please don't forget to connect with me on social media. DM me your amazing recreations or tag me on social media so I can repost all of your amazing recreations on my stories as well. Please take care of yourselves, wear masks, sanitize your hands constantly, wash your hands, stay home, don't go out too much unless it's absolutely necessary, and don't forget to practice social distancing as well. And I'm gonna see you very soon in the next video now. Bye!